Welcome to Under the Covers.
Where all of our cards are on the table, whether we meant to play them or not.
I'm Bill.
And I'm James.
We're the founders of Iowa Cover Crop, and we disagree about nearly everything.
These are the same conversation we've been having for years, usually over a beer.
It starts with farming and usually ends somewhere else.
No script, no sales pitch, no guarantee we're right.
To keep this from turning into a 3-hour debate, we play a game of cribbage while we talk.
When the game's over, the episode's over.
Somebody's probably wrong.
Someone's definitely losing. This is Under the Covers.
All right. Low card deals.
All right.
Cut thin to win. 6.
6-2. Ooh, that is a bad
start.
to start the podcast. The 2 is the second lowest in the game of cribbage. Ace is low.
Ooh, is ace low in the cut? I'm not sure.
I don't know. In everything else it is, and counting it is. So why wouldn't it be in the cut?
Yeah, that's fair enough. Hey, good to see you. Haven't seen you since this weekend when we spent the whole weekend together.
And it's Wednesday today.
It is Wednesday. This is the first podcast. We're excited. We are going to try out something a little different here. We're going to play some cribbage while we talk.
Do you think the podcast will start with music? I just remember growing up as a kid, my grandpa listened to Rush Limbaugh. I was like, dun, 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 dun.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think it'll start with that? Or do you think it would be like Joe Rogan where you just start talking? It's like, oh, how you been?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. In my mind's eye, it's jock jams.
Oh, jock jams.
Can
you hum your favorite jock jams?
It's Let's Get Ready to Rumble.
Oh, I'm just thinking the one that's hey, it's something like, hey, rock it up, rock it down. You know what I mean? Jock jams the CD.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have no idea.
No.
You don't
Jock
watch.
jams is Let's Get Ready to Rumble and Eye of the Tiger and stuff.
Yeah, true.
I don't know.
So we're playing a game of cribbage. If you didn't already hear, we are, Bill and I used to play cribbage in our 20s a lot, actually. We would have a couple cocktails when there was nothing going on and play cribbage.
Catch some fish, do a little swimming. We had what was called a Pond Owners Association in Greene County. It was a group that we made, which consisted of us two and one other guy, Dusty. So I cut. So if you want to flip that.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's going to be a moneymaker there. Number 5. 5 on the flip.
Straight out of the gate.
We had the Pond Owner Association where we made up this association that was actually fake. I mean, it was real.
It was very real.
We had bylaws.
We'd have guest speakers. And basically what it was every Friday or every other Friday, we would travel to
different people's
ponds. James's family had a pond. My family had a pond. Dusty's family had a pond. And we would accomplish nothing. But it sounded pretty official since we had an association.
And the best thing about having a pond owner association was you could tell people that they couldn't be part of the association, which was actually kind of nice.
Yeah. Did we ever turn anybody down? I don't remember.
Well, if when we thought it was funny. This is a lot harder playing cribbage and doing a podcast than I thought.
It really is. I think we'll figure it out.
I think we will too. Look at this giant hand here.
Criminy.
I have to count this over 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, a run for 13, a run for 16. Is that 16?
That's 16.
You are getting whipped.
What a stupid game. We should play backgammon or something.
Tell me, Bill, how you...
Crib.
Oh, yeah, I got the crib. I forgot. I forgot to give myself points.
So anyways, in this Pond Owners Association, we would start out and we would talk about everything. And you know how it is when you get together with your buddies on a Friday night. And James and I disagree about everything. Everything?
Maybe not everything.
Not everything.
I would say we're actually probably coming together on more stuff.
We are coming together. But at the time, we would fight and bicker and stuff like that. And good shuffle. And
do I get 2 points for that shuffle?
And wouldn't it be funny if I just did this the whole time?
That's what my 7-year-old does.
And then we would always circle back. Like a lot of the things we talked about were kind of shirt tail cousins to agriculture. And we'd always circle back to ag, and we agreed on cover crops. So,
and probably just like alternative agriculture as a whole, like there's more ways to do it than just plant corn and soybeans, spray glyphosate.
Right.
It's a big world out there.
And in central Iowa, corn is king, and that's great. It's been really good for Iowa, but you don't get a lot of people trying to do a lot of different things. So yeah, we were, I don't know, are we just people that go against the crowd or what? Like,
yeah, maybe.
Countercultural.
I don't like it. If I would describe myself to someone, I wouldn't describe myself as countercultural. I'd probably describe you as countercultural.
Yeah, you call me hippie a lot. Is
hippie.
Is that what you mean?
I think you're becoming less hippie, which I don't know if you can go from hippie to less hippie. Usually, like, you become hippie and you become more hippie, not less hippie.
You're becoming more hippie.
Yeah, maybe I'm just conforming to your hippiness.
We're influencing each other.
So tell me about Cribbage, Bill.
Cribbage is a great game. It's got a lot of like mental math in it. It's relatively simple. Like you can teach your 10-year-old kid to play it. But there's also a fair amount of strategy in it. It's a perfect game. It's cards. It moves fast. I love it.
Quite a bit of luck.
Fair amount of luck. Obviously, you're winning. So
you had to do your dig, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know. We've played some games in our past. We would always get together, and the biggest one that we're known for is Risk.
Yep. Yeah, that's how we actually started our business in 2014. We got started, and we got started on when you incorporate something, somebody has to, at least for an LLC, at least this is what LegalZoom.com told us, that someone has to. That's kind of embarrassing. They are not sponsors of this podcast yet. But someone has to have 51% of the business. So we couldn't decide that a fun way. So we decided, or, like an easy way, like, just figure it out. So we played Game of Risk with our wives. So there's 4 of us. We played Game of Risk, and
rule was first person out between me and James has 49% of the company.
Yes. So Bill.
One more.
Bill is not very good at Risk because I am the majority owner.
My wife took me out of the game.
He
My
keeps
own
blaming
wife.
that, but
Oh, geez.
So tell me about how. You're showing off your cards already.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I want to keep them all.
Did you play Cribbage a lot when you were growing up?
I played a lot with my grandpa. Yeah, I played a lot with my grandpa and my grandma. I played a lot of cards with my grandpa and grandma, and it was always a blast. I think it keeps you sharp. I remember like when my grandparents were getting old. When my grandparents were getting older, we would go up and play cards just to, keep their minds sharp and stuff like that. And I really think it's just a good lifelong activity, I wrestled growing
trying
up.
to figure out what 8 plus 17 is while you're
Let's
doing.
call it 25. Yeah.
While you're doing a podcast.
I wrestled all growing up. Go. And go. I can't play a pickup wrestling league now, but I can play cards hopefully forever. So it's just it's a great game. I'm really bummed that I lost the Risk game, but it was Melissa's fault.
Yeah.
She totally took me out.
And the next person out was me, let's be clear.
Yeah, we, for those of you that don't know us, we both married way up, which is good. So
the girls are now part of the business. They are really running behind the scenes of Iowa Cover Crop, which is in Jefferson, if you did not know that, which is in west central Iowa. And we are well, how about you tell us what we are while I try to count my cars?
he has so many points that he can't
Yeah.
even kind of escape. So yeah, we're a seed sales and service business. So our motto is conservation with convenience. Basically, James and I, when we were too young to really know anything about this industry, the one thing we did spot was that it was really hard to implement conservation on your farm ground, especially. There was a hole in the market, and we said, I think we can fill this market or fill this hole. So yeah, we do seed sales, we do custom application, we do a lot of advising, and then we have about 15 dealers across the state and in Missouri, Nebraska, Minnesota that are kind of replicating our model and doing it in their own area. We're farmer owned.
Yeah, Bill and I are the wholly owners.
Yeah.
There's no venture capital. There's no outside silent investors. It's just us and our spouses.
Yep. Which we always took, like, you know, we were kind of David and Goliath in it for a long time, and still are to some degree. But, you know, we always thought it was a disadvantage to be small. But you know what? We're farmers. We're implementing the practices every day on our own farm ground. So we can give, you know, we might not, James and I are not agronomists. We're not scientists. But we have real world experience, and I can tell you what worked and what didn't work on my farm ground. And that means a lot to farmers. You know, farmers like talking to farmers.
Yep. I was actually just having this conversation with a customer today that he had wheat and he's going to plant wheat. He has winter wheat in the ground, and he wants to underseed it with something. Okay. So he wants to underseed it with clover. So last year we had a great oat year and a great clover oat year, I should say.
Yeah, let's.
So a great year growing clovers underneath oats. So I gave him all this practical advice about what not to do because my clover kind of got out of control and I didn't know what to do. Go.
You're going to like this 29:30 for a run of 3 and a go.
See that. Well, that's 15. So, all right. So we were, so I was talking to this customer about the, like what my experience is with the clovers and, you know, how it worked for us. And then we talked about something afterwards. And he was like, well, I don't know what to put in after my oat or after my wheat, you know, after I harvest it. And I was like, well, hey, one great thing that has worked for me is, what was on top? 8? I haven't counted.
You didn't count? Oh my gosh.
I was counting. It was an 8.
I thought I was gaining on you.
So one thing is working really great for me is, I planted cowpeas after my wheat and it was really successful. And I wanted to see if I could plant cowpeas with a planter, which I did this year. And it worked awesome. And obviously you're not getting that from any like extension publication of like what works and what doesn't work. And just because I was able to try it with the planter and I said, well, let me tell you about something I did with the planter. And I think I sold them some cowpeas because I really like cowpeas. They're like one of my favorite cover crops anyway. And I think I'm just rambling now trying to count these cards and talk about cowpeas. But cowpeas, if you don't know, are a summer annual legume they kind of look like soybeans, but wider, more triangle shaped leaves.
Yeah.
And they get huge. And they supposedly, via Google, fixate a bunch of nitrogen. Yeah. And I don't know why they wouldn't. I don't know why Google would lie to me.
And the cows like to eat them.
The cows love them. They love them a lot. And so, yeah, I don't know. So Anyway, cowpeas are like one of my favorite. We had iron and clay cowpeas, and I don't really know the differences between iron and clays. And what's the other one? The red rippers.
Red rippers.
Yeah, I think one's more bushy.
I don't know. I know they're both really hard to raise.
Oh, you mean raise for seed?
Yeah.
All right, so we're tied up here because these last two hands have been pretty tough on me.
So Megan kind of made us an outline for this because she knew we would get distracted. But one of the things on there was, why do we want to start a podcast? Everybody has a podcast, right?
Yeah, Bill's been kind of anti-podcast.
I'm not anti-podcast. I just don't want to turn out something garbage. Did you put those face up on the table? Oh my God. I should be beating you by 1,000 points right now.
It doesn't matter. It's my crib. So I just won't put them face up. What's the matter to you?
I know. I didn't even look at them. So why do you want to start a podcast?
I think we actually have a lot of weird knowledge to pass on, and we can only have so many customer interactions. Like we can only have so many of those phone calls a day.
Yeah.
That phone call of mine took 50 minutes before we talked about the clovers, before we talked about the annual legumes. So it's like, how can we talk about this weird stuff like cowpeas? Do you know anyone else that you could talk about cowpeas in the state of Iowa? Because I don't.
Yeah, just no. 28.
Go.
You moved mine last time. You're blue. Don't forget. For pizza.
Well, I moved red last time.
No, you didn't. That can't be right.
Yes, I did.
No, yeah,
That's why
snooze,
I'm
you
getting
lose.
whipped.
Snooze, you lose, man.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay.
So, yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about too. Was like today and yesterday, I had two really great conversations with customers, just out of the blue. We were talking about something else, and we, inevitably roll back to cover crops and things that we see and are passionate about in that field, and just hopefully kind of share that with some of you all, and hopefully you get something out of it. If you guys ever have any suggestions on things we should talk about, let us know. But I think we're gonna kind of try and talk about some topical cover crop and agriculture stuff, and a little bit just of what's going on in our world as farmers, because it's a unique lifestyle, right?
Yeah, because we're not only farmers, we each have 3 kids. We're involved in all the normal kid things between piano lessons, or I just got back with coaching 4th grade basketball. Bill is the wrestling coach, youth wrestling coach. So we compete on the kids on which ones do which.
Recruiting is tough around here.
So those are, 2 things, that we maybe have in common with basically everyone,
Yeah, and this, I don't know what the stats are exactly, but one generation ago, the amount of farmers that we have lost is unbelievable. And we're kind of a dying breed, to be honest. So hopefully there's some value in it, just from being a unique viewpoint of the world.
Go ahead.
I'm a little embarrassed. James is nearing the finish line here. Our goals going into the future, James. I think we're gonna. So this is this is who we are.
Iowa cover crop or personal futures?
Of the podcast here. So let's start with there. Let's start there and grow bigger. So with the podcast, we kind of introduce ourselves this time. We're gonna get into some more topical weekly news, what's going on day to day, coming up in the future, right?
Yeah, coming up, and maybe some fun things we're doing on our farms and how that relates to Iowa agriculture as a whole and our customer base, what they're doing, and maybe it gives someone inspiration to try something new and different.
Yeah,
because Bill and I are really good at doing crazy shit.
We've always said if you don't have at least one thing that fails in your farm year, you probably weren't trying hard enough. So you can watch us fail in real time, and we will keep you posted. Go.
What was something that you failed at in 2025? What's your biggest fail?
Biggest fail. I failed at marketing my grain.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say that. There's a run of 3. And I go, I assume. So I failed at marketing my grain. Cover crop wise.
Yeah, I mean, this corn market has just, it is not worth anything.
Yeah, we got our bailout money assigned anyways, and then they took it out of the market like the same week. So that's
almost nearly the same amount of money because 25 cents on the corn bid is like $40 an acre. It's the same. It's the same thing.
Yeah, pretty interesting math.
Trump giveth, market taketh away. Are you going to beat me here because of that right there?
I
had the crappiest hand.
That's too bad. That is too bad. Nothing. I got a pair. What else did I fail at? I mean, like, we both failed at combining oats on time this year just because we had the wettest July on record.
I would say that was my biggest failure was combining oats. But then, like, even most probably like disappointed for me was I always find like the crop I plant after the oats is the most interesting crop that I have. Mm-hmm. And because it was so wet, my crop was basically just giant ragweed.
Which is pretty good at covering soil.
Yes.
It's prolific. I mean, it grows like crazy.
It grows giant.
So I don't know what you're complaining about.
Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be.
All right. Score update. I am 3 points away. James is, I'm 4 points away. James is 6. It's going to come down to the count here, I think, folks. Who can count the best here?
All right. Here it is. I'll give you the live play-by-play.
2.
Ooh, Bill with a 2. 6.
16.
Dang it. 26.
28.
31. Yo! We're all tied up.
10.
18. Last card.
But guess who gets to count first here?
I
got 2 pair. I'm out. I'm pretty sure you gave me points at least twice.
Yes.
That game.
I got confused between the red and the blue.
But I may have too, because it is.
It is
tricky.
actually.
It's very tricky.
Harder to podcast and cribbage than what we thought.
We're walking and chewing gum at the same time here.
So thanks for listening to us.
Come back next week. We'll have some James and I are going to argue next week.
Yeah, we're actually going to talk about something. We just kind of rambled this one.
Like what you heard? Follow us between episodes on Facebook and Instagram at Iowa Cover Crop. Or send us an email and tell us what you really think at info@iacovercrop.com.